Blackstonian, the old farm economy was gradually eroding away and evolving into what would become this modern agribusiness that we have today. Now, the farms, they were getting bigger. They were becoming more automated. Less farmhands were needed. And as a result of this, when the bigger farms were gobbling up the little ones, well, there were empty farmhouses all across the country. And back in those days, you could rent one for next to nothing. Now, I would live in a whole series of those old farmhouses over the years, and I remember one in particular where I had a special arrangement with the landlord. He would only charge me $50 a month for rent, but I was not to call him when something went wrong. And trust me, he got the better end of that deal. But I remember one time late in the fall, I was heating the house with a wood-burning stove in those days, and I went out to grab an armload of logs to throw onto the fire, just as the sun was setting. And at just that moment, a combine and 2 old grain trucks pulled in to combine the corn in the field around that house. And as the night went on, I would go back out and every couple of hours I'd grab another armload of logs, but I'd watch them as they worked. And they kept at it all night long into the wee hours of the morning until the work was done. Now, this was right at the height of the family farm crisis, where folks were losing homes and farms left and right. And it occurred to me, we simply might not see small family farms like this harvesting together much longer. So I wrote this next song, Silhouette Against the Stars, both as a way to preserve that night, but also as a way to reflect on that way of life. Frost on the ground, see the afterglow of sunset settle down as it turns from dusk to dark on the prairie tonight. By the giant trees in peeling shades of white, the old farmhouse, it stands, silhouette against the stars on a chill November night. Hear the howling of the hounds as they call across the fields, and the combines rumbling down the roads. The corn is in, it's time to count the yields. By the strength of their hands, through the generations they have worked these lands. From the fathers to the sons and on it goes, just as surely as the river flows, and another harvest comes. Silhouette against the stars on a chill November night, hear the howling of the hounds as they call across the fields, and the combines rumbling down the roads. The corn is in, it's time to count the yields. And the grain trucks roll by, their mounds of yellow corn piled high. To the elevators and the fields are bound, and with every bump it showers to the ground, till the roads are lined with gold. Silhouette against the stars on a chill November night, hear the howling of the hounds as they call across the fields, and the combines From down the rows the corn is in, it's time to count the yields. Now the fields lie in sleep through the weary months of winter cold and deep. Beneath the frozen waves of drifted snow, till the balmy winds of spring begin to blow, and the cycle starts anew.